Hello everyone. How's everyone doing? Welcome back to the stream. Just a second. Just wanna make sure. I think the sound is fine. As always, I always get so paranoid about the sound every single time. How's everyone doing? How are you guys? How's your week been so far? I decided to start the stream a half hour earlier this time, just because we only have a few things left to do in Minish Cap, so I really want to finish that up. So actually, we should just jump into it right away, because I really want to finish the Minish Cap. I did some off-screen stuff with Minish Cap. I will talk more about that later on, but right now we still have to get 2 more heart pieces. And if you remember last time when we streamed the Minish Cap, I said the very, very last heart piece, we can't get that unless we get the Karlov medal. That means getting all the figurines. So we're not gonna get that until the very end of this. But there was still 1 heart piece I couldn't find. And I was asking myself, where could it possibly be? And I was theorizing that Maybe I missed the heart piece in the what is it called? The Citadel of Winds? I think this is the third dungeon. And you know what? I was right on the money. So we're gonna go and grab that, and then we're gonna go back to town and get the last of the figurines. And I'm going to talk more on that when we get to it. But for now, let's grab this thing. And it is right up here. It is in that hole over there. So this will not take long at all. I said to myself, yeah, I guess I could grab it off screen, but nah, I don't want to. I want you guys to see it. Plus, it doesn't take that long. We just go in here, kill these. Hey, move. Charge up over here. Oh yeah, I don't need to do that. The door is open. Never mind. Okay, and then we use our portal over here. And this is what I missed last time. You're supposed to drop down here. And that brings us all the way down here. And then we use the portal. And here is our second to last heart piece in the entire game. Oh. Have to use this. I think. Seriously? That touched me? You hacks. Ah, there we go. Alright. Let's get out of here. Someone's trying to call me. I'm gonna have to call you later, buddy. And then back to Hyrule. Now, last time we signed off, I was missing. How many were I missing? Like 25 something figurines from Karlov or something like that. I think it was something like the 25 or something like that. So I decided this is what I decided to do off screen, because I was like, you know, it's not really that fun to show off grinding sessions on stream. So here is what I did. I actually did a ton of grinding off screen. Right now we are missing only 10 figurines. And I also made sure to grind out 999 shells before starting. So you know what that means. We're missing 10 and we can spend more than enough shells to have a 100% chance to get all 10 in a row. So that is exactly what we are going to do. We're gonna get the last 10, and then we're going to grab the last heart piece. And I'm going to show off the quote-unquote last room, the last room in the game. Because, like I said, I was grinding for a couple of hours. Actually, it was not fun. It was not fun, and I was like, I don't want to put you guys through this. Minish Eslo. The Minish Eslo, before he was cursed by Vadi, is a famous Minish sage. Even among Minish inventors, he was renowned for his amazing creations. But I think I did the right call. This is a lot more. this is a lot more fun to watch. One. Black Knight appears in Dark Hyrule Castle. This is the strongest Dark Nut, with a good balance of attack and defense. They will do anything to stop you. Didn't we encounter just like 1 or 2 Dark Knights? Like Dark Knights and Dark Nuts are very rare in this game. Which really is too bad, because they are really fun to fight. Green. We have the Armos. Appears in Wind Ruins, built by the Minish for the Wind Tribe long ago. They look like stone statues, but if you get too close, they move. Congratulations. So much money I had to grind for this. Gibdo appears in the Palace of Winds. These mummies keep coming at you when you attack. It's better to fight them from a distance if you want to avoid damage. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Karlov, I want to spend... Fuck. It would be hilarious though if we got a unique one. No. You have to admit that would have made for a perfect clip. If we are stocked to the brim with these shells, then we accidentally spend one, and then we still get a unique one on, like, what was that? Like 4%. That would have been wonderful. Well, considering all the other weird shit that has happened in this Minish Cap playthrough, that wouldn't have been that surprising or far-fetched. I can't imagine it took this long to get this one. Eslo Cap. A strange creature that looks at first like a cap. He speaks roughly and treats Link like a child, but actually he really likes Link. What was that, like 4? I'm sorry, Karlov. I just feel like singing when I gamble. A spark appears in dungeons. They cling to walls and move quickly. Normal attacks may not work, but the boomerang is pretty effective. Vati Reborn. The sorcerer Vati took this form after draining the power of the light force from Princess Zelda. The evil beams from his eyes are devastating. Alright, not many left. $99. I think we have 2 more left after this one. And a golden one. It is Vati Transfigured. Once Vati's body has been shattered, this dark form rises up. All that remains of the evil sorcerer. Only the sacred 4 swords can defeat him. Yeah, here we go. Because the two remaining ones require 100. I think this is the last Vati one. Yeah. Vati's Wrath. This is the embodiment of purest evil, the final form of the power-mad Vati. Its mind is consumed with a hunger for destruction. Find its weakness. Alright. Last one. And the last one is Minister Potho. The supporting pillar of Hyrule, he is also in charge of Princess Zelda's education, so when she goes missing, he gets frustrated. And because he decided to fall over, that indicates that we got every single figurine in the game. Wow, you've collected every single figurine I've ever made! I'll keep a good eye on your collection on the shelf here. And here, I want you to have this. It's the Karlov medal to commemorate your copious collection and your addiction. I hope you treasure it always. There it is. Holy crap, that took a long time. But yeah. So, what exactly are we to do now when our gambling has reached its zenith? Well, there is one final thing to unlock. Once you have the Karlov medal and your complete collection, we're supposed to talk to this guy. What? You did it! I can't believe you did it! This is a totally complete set! How incredibly awesome! And you even got the legendary Karlov medal! It shines with a beautiful light! It's every collector's dream! What you've shown me here, it's just amazing. Here, feel free to go in my house and take whatever you want in thanks. Cause, you know, I'm rich. And where is his house? It's this place over here. That's been locked this whole time. And here is the final heart piece of the game. And with that, we are done. We have successfully completed the Minish cap. Now, what is this? 200 rubies. 200 rubies. 200 rubies. And we have nothing left to spend them on. And one nice last little thing, we have this gramophone over here. Or phonograph, sorry. And it looks like it works. Care to try it? Now, what is this? This is the music test. It allows you to play each and every song in the game whenever you want. Yes! Man. Just gonna go back and check out our collection. I actually forgot to do this. Just to make sure everyone can see it. But here it is. Our entire collection. This took some time. Now, thankfully, there are actually enough money and enough shells available to you in chests and in dungeons, and you know, and the drop rate is actually pretty decent. As long as you like farm slightly during the game, you will have more than enough to grind out at least 75% of all the figurines without much issue. So yes, the game does require some grinding at the end, but it's not the worst. But I can imagine I can imagine for some people it's gotta suck. It's really gotta suck for the fact that the very if you can't actually finish, you can't actually defeat the last boss. Okay, I guess you can. I was gonna say you can't technically beat the last boss with all 20 heart containers, but I guess technically you can, because even when you get to post-game, you can refight Vati if you want. But, yeah. So yeah, that was Zelda the Minish Cap. I gotta say, just gonna put on some music over here. There we go. I gotta say, just some closing thoughts before we move over to Fire Emblem. I gotta say, I am very surprised at how much I enjoyed myself with this game. Before I started this playthrough, Majora's Mask was my favorite Zelda game of all time. And after playing the Minish Cap, Majora's Mask is still my #1 favorite, but my second favorite Zelda game was actually A Link Between Worlds. And I can't really decide now. Because right now, the Minish Cap and Link Between Worlds are kind of sharing the #2 spot. Because they both do the same thing. They both do things well, and the things they do well are sort of the same with both games, and I don't really know which one I prefer. Because what really made me fall in love with both Minish Cap and A Link Between Worlds is it's a game that rewards curiosity. It's a game that rewards you for being perceptive. Like having a good eye, you know, noticing details in the environment. Like, a lot of secrets are not immediately revealed to you. You really need to have an eye for that, and if you do have an eye for that, it feels so satisfying to find all these secrets. And I gotta say, even though the game does get a bit grindy later in the game, I still enjoy collecting all the figurines and trying to find all the kinstone fusions. Like, it's just satisfying in a weird way. And I also really like the Minish Cap because of the humor. I really think the Minish are awesome. It's really fun how the game explains. I mean, it was not necessary, but it's kind of fun how the game explains some. You know, why are there rupees in the grass and things like that? Well, this game explains why. My only really complaint about the Minish Cap, and it's actually a similar complaint I have with A Link Between Worlds, is the game has a very familiar map. You know, you have Hyrule Castle, you have the lake, you have Lon Lon Ranch. You know, it's very... and of course the same characters over and over again. I mean, it's very familiar. And yeah, it gets boring a little bit. That's why I appreciate Majora's Mask so much, because not only, I mean, okay, there are a lot of similar characters in that as well, but they still throw you for a loop a lot of times. Even when they introduce like old characters, they still manage to you know, present them in a different way. There are actually surprises in there are actually a lot of surprises in Majora's Mask, and that is what I enjoy about it, or at least one thing I enjoy about it. But aside from that, I think Minish Cap is wonderful, and I would very much like to play this again at some point. Maybe doing a speedrun of it. Maybe. Sometime in the future. I don't know. But that is for later. Now we are going to switch over to Fire Emblem. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to kill the stream right here and start it back up. Just because I am archiving these streams. So just to make it a little bit easier on myself, I'm going to cut right here and then immediately start up the stream again. So yeah, be right back. I'll see you guys in just a moment.